Hi, this is Hair by T, and today I will show you how to cut this bob. Brush the hair out so it's easy to comb out the hair later for cutting. Usually ask people where they part and then you're gonna comb it from there, but usually if they kind of know if it's left or right, I push it forward and then I find her part. That's the easiest way. Then on the side behind the ear, you're gonna part one side, and then on the other side you're gonna do the same thing. You want to make sure that it's even on both sides behind the ear. Then you're gonna move her up to make sure you're not bending too much to cut her hair. Then you're gonna get a section from the back about an inch thickness, and then put the clip up and comb the hair down, push the hair forward a little bit, and then you're gonna start cutting maybe 1.5 inches to 2. It depends where the client wants the hair to fall. When it dry, make sure you cut it, leave it by longer, like 1/2 inch or something. Make sure you check before you move on to the next section if it's ready. And also you have to make sure that if she's gonna wear curly, then you're gonna have to leave it even longer because it's gonna look shorter. Get another section and you're gonna cut it from the middle going to the left, then going to the right at the same time, the same way. And I'm doing with the point cutting, so it's a little bit softer look, but you can go straight across if you want a more blunt straight across. Make sure you check if both sides are even before you move on to the next section. Then you're gonna get another section and cut it to the same place as before. Now this is the last section from the top. You're gonna comb it back. Then you're gonna get a section, a small one, pull it up, comb it up, everything, and then you're gonna measure where you want it to cut the layers to fall. And then you're gonna connect from the top and mid part, and you're gonna connect from top and bottom and cut whatever is left out. And you're gonna do that from middle going left, and then when you're done on the left, pulling everything down or back, and then you go from the middle going to your right and do the same thing. And then make sure you leave like 1/2 inch hair around the hairline down to make sure you don't make a hole. Make sure check if both sides are even before moving to the next section. Go to your left and then move the head forward so she can look up, so it doesn't avoid to make it too short at the front, and you're starting to pull back the hair and cut slowly to keep the length at the front if she wants to be longer. If she doesn't, then you can go straight across. Get a small section from the crown by comb back and then starting cutting using the guide from the previous one on the crown background, leaving the long one at the front, and now you pull back and then connect with the rest of it, cut whatever is left out. Usually on the consultation, you'll find out if they want a face framing or not. But this part, because I didn't see it on the picture, and I started to explain it to her what it was face framing because she didn't know. And I asked her again if she wanted or not. But you might not want to do it if they're not sure what it is. And she just stayed with the long one. She rather have just one piece. So we just left there. I offered to come back next week if she decided to go shorter at the front face framing. So just in case if she doesn't like it, better not cut it and it's too late. And then now on this side, you're gonna pull back and then cut it connecting with the bottom of the bag and keep the long one at the front. After finish cutting, check if the both sides are even before you go to the crown to do the layer. She wasn't sure if she wanted to have that long or scrunch it up, so I told her to scrunch it up to see how it will be, so it will look a little bit shorter. If not, then we can cut it shorter. I told her not a problem, but she just listened to her stylist, so we just decide what's best for her. From the crown, you're gonna get a small section, and by using the guide from the previous one on the crown right there, you're gonna comb it back and continue connecting from longer to shorter in the back, and then you're gonna pull back and see whatever is left out, you just cut it. Then I decided to go shorter instead of going with the same length longer at the front. I told her now people wear it almost straighter, the lob, but not as long as the angle that she had it. So she told me go ahead and cut it shorter at the front. So whenever you have to cut it shorter, you just connect with the rest of it, and it's you barely gonna cut it. It's not too much. It's just like the front, you just have to cut it. You don't have to recut everything. On the right side, you're gonna do the same, and you're gonna cut it or how much you cut it on the other side, and then you're gonna check if both sides are even before you retouch the top part too. After that, I'm gonna put some Pure Abundance for volume on her root, and then I'm gonna use the styling cream all over the hair to help with humidity and heat protection. And then I'm gonna use Confiction to hold. Confiction is to hold her curls. And I asked another stylist to help me power dry really quick since I'm gonna curl her hair. I didn't have to round brush it. If you round brush is better, but if you can control with your curling iron, you don't have to round brush it. Make sure to blow dry 100% and use the blow dry pointing down so it doesn't freeze her hair too much. If she's not 100% dry and you try to curl her hair, later on it will be all frizzy. When you start curl and you want the wave to be kind of beachy look, then you do one right and one left, but then drag it down a little bit on your curling iron so it's not really tight curls. And you don't need to hold it for too long. The longer you hold, the longer it will stay, but then it will be too tight or it will be too much damage for her hair as well. So you're gonna continue and get another section and keep doing the same. One right go and then the other one goes left and right and left. Keep alternating the curls so it doesn't stick all together. And when you're done, you can just put a little bit of oil on your finger and rub it really well. And then you start from the back going to the front. And then since I seen a little bit longer on one side, then I'll just brush it or comb it out and then recut it a little bit for her. And here's the end result, and thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and share for more new videos every Thursday.